Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, welcome host. My name is Deja. So today I'm super excited to do this video because I went ahead and copped a few items from the Coloured Raine X Power collection. I did go ahead and get the Power palette, which looks like this. I know I'm probably a little late, but it is all over social media, and you guys, I had to get it because y'all know Coloured Raine pigments. Well, if you don't know, their pigments are popping. Okay, this is not my first palette that I own by them. So I also caught the Call the Shots blush and highlighter duo, which looks like this. And then also I got a, what is it, a lip gloss, and it is called Distro, and apparently it has some shimmer to it. So I have to see how that's gonna work because I don't really wear shimmers or glosses on my lips really, but looks like this. It looks like it is duochrome. So anyway, y'all, let's just go ahead and get started. So I'm going to start off with my eyes, and I'm going to use my P. Louise base in the shade Rumor 3. And if y'all see my wig on the side, do not mind it because she just acting up lately, and I don't know what to do about her. I tried to glue it back down. It's alright. It's alright. And I did swatch some of these shades on my hands, and I will say the pigment never lets me down. Come through Coloured Raine. And Coloured Raine is a black owned business, so I do support, and I don't support other ones, but you know, I think it's important to make sure we lift up those. And African American community is trying to, you know, make something of themselves, you know, put as much money into them as we do these other big name brands so they can get there too. As you can see, it is pretty much pinks and purples and mauves in this palette, so I'm not sure if I'm going to use one color, if I'm going to use them all. I might just end up using them all. So I think to start off, I'm going to start with the shade Snitch, and this is just my BH Cosmetics number 8 brush, and I'm just going to tap that in. Y'all can see already the pigment on there. It's there, and not lacking pigment at all. I think this is going to stain my eye. If it does, that's alright. It'll eventually come off, but look at that. Let me bring y'all a little closer. Do y'all see the pigment in this shade? And I'm barely putting any on the brush. I'm really just like dabbing my brush into it and tapping it on my eye. It just really reminds me of like a berry purple shade. Like, you know, blueberries when you squish them. That's what this reminds me of. Okay, so now that I have Snitch tapped throughout my crease, I think I'm going to take the shade Deception, which is this shade here. This one. And I'm going to soften up the edges of Snitch. And I'm using my MAC 217 brush. To take this up too high because I don't have a lot of area between my lids and my brows, so I'm trying to keep it as controlled as I can. So now that I have that on, I'm going to take this same brush that I used to apply Snitch, and I'm going to use this card. I saw Alyssa Ashley doing this, and I really like the way that her look turned out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place this card on the outer corner of my eye, and then I'm going to take the shade Testify, which is like another deep purple down here at the bottom, and I'm going to use that to darken up the outer V of my eyelid, and then just kind of bring it up a little bit. Don't you fall. Allows me to keep it more controlled and really get the shape that I'm going for without taking it too far past the tip of my brow. And see how sharp it looks? Sharp. And you see I want it controlled right in this area. I have some of the some of my base down there, but that is okay. I will go back and clean it up before I do my face. And then I think today we are going to cut the crease. So I'm just going to grab a flat brush. And then I'm going to grab my ColourPop No Filter Concealer in the shade Fair 04. I'm going to put some of this on the back of my hand, because knowing these shades and the pigment is going to get kind of messy. So I don't want to keep going back into this container. And I am wiping the product out off on the back of my hand as I apply more, because I'm trying to prevent the concealer from turning that purple color. Although I don't think it'll be a bad thing if it does, because it'll just help to intensify the color. Well, I did it anyway. Intensify the color that I'm going to put on top, but instead of switching brushes, I'm just being lazy, so it is what it is. And I'm not taking the concealer all the way over to the side of my eye. I want to try to keep that as sharp as possible. Once I have my crease all carved out, I'm going to take another flat brush, and I'm just going to use it dry. And I'm going into the bright purple shade in the palette. It's called Truth. That is the Truth. I'm going to apply this to the outer part of the cut crease. That is so pretty. If you like purples and mauves, then this palette would definitely be for you. I definitely find myself gravitating towards purple eyeshadow a lot, and I have to stop myself, because it's like, didn't you just wear purple? Like, wear something else. And although purple is not my favorite color, some fallout in the palette. I don't, like I said previously with my other palettes, that does not bother me. That's expected, but it is not a lot. You know, the more that you dip into a shade, the more fallout that you will have. So okay, so now that I have that purple on, I'm gonna go in with the shade Alibi, which is down here at the bottom. Let me see, I don't even know how to describe this. It's like almost like a dark plummy type shade. I don't know how to explain it, y'all, but y'all see that there. So I'm gonna take that, and with the same brush that I just used to apply Truth, I'm just gonna apply that right next to it. And you can see it is a lot deeper. Actually, it's kind of like a charcoal shade with some shimmer. I don't know, y'all. Guess y'all can read up on the site and figure out how to describe them. I don't know what happened to all my flat brushes, but anyway, now I'm going to go into the shade Respect up here, and I'm going to apply that towards the inner corner right there. And you know, from me, when I cut the crease, getting that purple there, I feel like that will only help to intensify this. I think that Respect is my favorite shade in the palette. Next, I'm going to take the shade Legacy, which appears to be white, but when you swatch it, it's got flecks of purple in it. I love this palette. It's everything. So I'm just going to take that on a brush, and I'm just going to apply that all over the lid very lightly, just to give it a little extra oomph. Oh my goodness. Can y'all tell the difference between this eye and that one when I have Legacy on versus not? Another small brush, and I'm going to take the shade Betrayal down here, and I'm going to apply that to my lower lash line. I'm just using my Morphe M213 brush. It's really small. Oh, you know what? Hold on. I do need to connect on this fall out first. Hold on. So yeah, now I'm going in with the shade Betrayal and applying that to my lower lash line. Just dawned on me that I will be using every shade in this palette. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my face really quick off camera, and I'll be right back. Okay, you guys, so I pretty much have my face on. Now I'm gonna go ahead back into the Power palette, and I'm going to go in with the shade Revenge, and I'm gonna use that as an inner corner highlight. I'm just taking that same small brush that I used to apply the pink to the bottom. And it's so cute. And now I am actually going to go into the called the Shots palette here, and I'm going to use this blush. So let me just take a brush here, and I don't want to apply too much. Y'all know the pigments is lit, so I'm just going to dab like that real quick. And let me see. It seems like the blush does have a bit of a shimmer to it. Oh, yes, definitely. I love the way that that looks on me. And so now I'm going to just go ahead and take a fan brush, and I'm going to use the highlighter. That's too much highlighter, and I'm going to go in between. Well, the blush, as you can see, is pigmented as heck, and it has that shimmer to it. But I'm going to go right here, which is where I applied my bronzer, and just pop that right there. I think I applied a little too much. I look very rosy in the face right now, but that's okay. So now I'm going to go ahead and take the lip gloss, which is Distro, and I'm going to apply that on top of my lips and see how the shimmer turns out. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Doesn't really have a smell to it. And now to set this look off, I'm going to use my Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray and set this in place. Okay, you guys, so this is the final look. I absolutely love this palette. I love the blush too. I did go a little heavy handed with it, but that's okay. And I also do like the lip gloss Distro. I think it's pretty. I can definitely see myself just throwing on this gloss and going. I don't know about over matte lipsticks because I like a matte lip or whatever, but if y'all haven't copped this palette, go ahead and cop it before it's too late because it is limited edition. All the things in the Coloured Raine X Power collab are limited edition, so y'all better go ahead and get y'all hands on one before it's too late. If you guys did enjoy this video, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.